Are we allowed to talk about that in the era of YouTube? It was good none of this existed at that time. Nothing is on record. I couldn't share that. I can't divulge that.
We met in the laundry room at North Wayland House.
My wife, I met freshman year there.
Yeah, we met the first day of school at Brown, Unit 19, Perkins Hall.
People create very long-term, deep, personal friendships.
We just gelled and mixed and really took advantage of that.
Came from New Hampshire, where it was kind of strange being the one Jewish kid, and I came here and found so many peers.
Now we've been with each other through, homesickness, getting to know people in the unit now, like childbirth, finding jobs, not in that order.
Oh, there's so many memories, so many happy memories.
I remember going to my first party at Brown.
Waking up for the breakfast shift at the V-Dub.
I did the morning news, so I'd have to be there from 6 in the morning till 9.
Working at the Blue Room.
Brown Student Radio.
Directing a play at Production Workshop.
Was in a group called In Providence.
Of course, they're all in the movies now, and I say, oh, I know him, I know her.
We had a gospel choir called Voices of Inspiration.
There really wasn't much of a competitive cycling scene at all, so I started the team here.
We were one of the few daily papers that announced Harry Truman's election. Here's a history test for you.
Sound like the parents who say, I walked 10 miles to get to school uphill.
We did, from Perkins.
We went out to Louis and just like looking at the menu and like remembering how much we used to eat: 2 fried eggs, corned beef hash, French fries, French onion soup.
Before I leave town, I have to go to the Silver Truck. So yeah, that's one thing.
Does it exist anymore?
No.
Oh, man.
Then I guess I'm staying.
Maybe a grilled pumpkin muffin, and let's do pancakes to split. And then maybe I'll have a burger 2 hours later if it hasn't closed yet.
It was a sin if you had a hot pot in your room or a toaster oven in those days.
I think we were the first generation that had 512K enhanced Macintosh computers.
The height of technology was an electronic self-correcting typewriter.
Dean Morris telling us that how to behave like ladies, never wear trousers on the street, always wear white gloves to any event. Now that wouldn't happen today.
Taft was the secretary of the Communist Party, and he taught the basic economics course.
I remember specific classes, Blacks in Latin America with Anani.
And I did take Engine 9 with Dean Hazeltine, who I ran into.
Being able to take classes, even though I was pre-med, and I think I figured out 14 different departments before I graduated.
City politics with Professor Marone is always a mainstay.
Sitting in the classroom, in the seminar room, in the religious studies department, and realizing I love doing this.
After his annual lecture on the Civil Rights Movement, people coming out with tears.
I will never forget these people because that's very important at certain stages of your life, of being encouraged.
My Brown experience has really shaped who I am today.
I grew up here. I mean, I came in, I was shy, didn't know who I was, and I turned into pretty much who I am today.
What Riston instilled in us was the capability that you have no limits. You only create your own limits. And he said, as every individual has an opportunity, take yours.
There's a lot of intellect, but a lot of free spirit.
Kinds of questions we asked, the kinds of questions or answers we're dissatisfied with and keep asking for more and better answers, are certainly things that continue to shape me.
You somehow put it all together in this cross-disciplinary pursuit that you go forward with, and who better to continue that journey with but fellow alums.
It reminds me how fortunate I am that I got to go to a place like this and spend 4 years here.
When I came here, I just felt there's a place for me here, and it's felt that way ever since, and every time I come back.
Brown is just I think at the most fundamental level is a community that I care deeply about, and that has really significantly shaped me as a person and will continue to shape me who I am throughout my life.